When I found out that I had, that I needed to undergo fertility treatments, everyone told me, oh, you're really lucky you live in Illinois. Illinois has a really wonderful insurance coverage for fertility treatments. And then I realized that my insurance policy wasn't written in the state of Illinois, and so I had zero insurance coverage for my fertility treatments. So I paid 100% out of pocket. That the reason I needed to undergo fertility treatments was because of a healthcare issue. So it just didn't make sense to me that it wasn't covered by insurance. And I am a person who looks at it from the lens of, I don't want someone else to have to go through this the way that I did. And so what can I do differently? And I, for a living, advocate to the Illinois General Assembly and to the Illinois Executive Branch. So I immediately started to brainstorm, what else could we be doing in Illinois to help expand that coverage and make sure that others who may not, who may live in Illinois but don't have that insurance coverage, like how could we make sure that they could have that insurance coverage? Because it's expensive and it should be covered by your health insurance. Hi, my name is Stephanie Vojas Taylor. For a living, I am the owner and president of Vojas Taylor Consulting, a business that advocates for its clients to the Illinois government. I find helping people to be so rewarding in my job. I am able to advocate to the Illinois General Assembly and to the Illinois government to make positive changes that help people in their daily lives. When people say Illinois is a mandated state, it means that Illinois has an insurance mandate that your insurance covers fertility treatments. Illinois was one of the first states in the country to have an insurance mandate that mandated IVF coverage. And our coverage mandate dates back to 1991. Illinois has expanded fertility benefits and that insurance mandate to same-sex couples. They've shortened the amount of time that a woman over the age of 35 has to try in order for that insurance mandate to kick in. We've also taken off the 4-cycle cap for state employees, as well as Illinois has also mandated insurance coverage for women who have underwent chemotherapy or radiation treatment, that they can freeze their eggs. Illinois was the first state in the nation to then codify the IVF's protections, which is so incredibly, I think, hopeful, because the last thing that you want to do while you're going through fertility treatments is worry about whether or not the government is going to make a decision that's going to halt your treatment. And so Illinois is very lucky to be a state that does not have to worry about that. So there's some really exciting measures that are out there this legislative cycle, which is scheduled to end at the end of May. One would mandate insurance coverage for women who want to freeze their eggs without any sort of requirement that they have underwent chemotherapy or radiation. It would just be any woman who wanted to freeze her eggs. There is an effort ongoing to remove that 4-cycle IVF cap for all insurance policies written here in the state of Illinois, and not just those that are employees of the state. That coverage mandate would also extend to the embryo testing, so for pre-implantation genetic testing. And then one last measure that's really important would reinforce a doctor's recommendation on fertility treatment. So right now, insurance companies can essentially say you have to try a lower cost type of measure before you step up to the next treatment, such as IVF. This would allow patients to skip directly to IVF under certain circumstances. If you are currently undergoing fertility treatments, focus on your treatment and focus on achieving your goal of growing a family. And once your journey is over, you can turn to the legislative and the advocacy space. For me, I turned to the space because I knew I was not the only one who had the same experience, who paid out of pocket, or who felt like their healthcare issue was being treated not like a healthcare issue. Talk to your elected officials. They want to hear from you. What I would say is, look who your elected officials are. Who's your state representative? Who's your state senator? Who's your congressman or woman? Who is your US senator? Look that up. Call them, email them, tell them that this is an issue that you care about. We need our elected officials to know that we care and that this is something that's important to us. It's also about creating life, and we want men and women in this country to be able to have and start a family when they want to, and protecting fertility treatments, especially IVF, is so instrumental to that. I encourage everyone to look at their insurance policies to find out what kind of coverage that they have. And if they're lucky enough to have it, that's amazing. But if you don't have coverage, talk to your employer. Tell them it's something that you care about and that you think that they should expand into it. Advocacy groups are wonderful because they help to amplify all of our voices together. More voices just shows legislators and elected officials how much someone cares about an issue and that it's popular. So advocacy groups really help collect those voices and give a microphone in order to amplify those voices. Get involved, just start talking about your journey with others, and you will be surprised at how much that helps advance the issue.